I know everyone's like probably a little bit tired and stuff, but October Red, I'm here with my faves actually.
Yeah,
You know when you've got favourites and everyone says, "Oh, you sound yeah, I am."
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. You gotta have your favourites.
I'm back in Acott's Green Boxing Gym, Birmingham home, but I'm also here with Cori and Tion Gibbs. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry.
What a session! You're gonna have to share the mic, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna have to,
Yeah,
you know,
you have to
no microphone hogging.
We'll fight for it.
Do you know what I mean?
No, thanks.
Speaking about fighting,
Yeah,
what a doghouse session of sparring that was.
it's what we do. You know what I mean? It's just part of our training. It's what we do. Every time we spar, it's always hard sparring. You know what I mean?
Shout out Jimmy first as well.
Oh, Jimmy, yeah, good sparring, man.
Since as well, I came down his team.
Yeah, proper work. The thing is, the last time I saw you guys spar was when you was over at Eastside.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I haven't seen you spar since.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a massive like evolution
Yes,
of like
Yeah.
the style. Yeah. I mean, you're the fighters. You talk to me how things have like changed in the style of your fighting, because you've been here for what?
Nearly a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's coming to a year. So even like I've seen a big difference after like the first month with Max. Do you know what I mean? Like even I was speaking to him about it as well. So like ever since I've been with Max, everything's been changing week to week. And just even Max sees it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like my style's starting to change now. I look more like a pro. I'm settling down. I'm punching harder, and I feel fitter. And the main thing, my mentality as well. Like I'm in here like every day. Like it's just I know I've got to be in there doing hard work with Max. Even that's 10 rounds, 12 rounds, pads, working on every single little thing where I've been going wrong. And it's like it feels like there's not much going wrong now. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a full package. Like my movements coming with everything's just come together now. Do you know what I mean? I'm just settling down. He's settling down nicely, and we both sit in each other's boxing as well. We're always around each other all the time, so we see it.
Yeah,
You know what
we
I mean?
like that. I won't even mention like the 20 minutes that you have to do like non-stop shadow boxing just to warm up. Max is insane with his training. I don't think people realise how much of
training is.
he's a
old school trainer. Yeah, that's what he is. And it's like he even said to me when I first come here the first day, he says like training's gonna be hard. He says you're gonna be uncomfortable. He says like you're gonna want to get out, but he says that's what exactly, and that's what you gotta be, man. You gotta have that sort of thing, and that's what it is. Like that sort of training, that sort of sparring. When you do go into a fight with that behind you, you're fully confident. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is for my last fight. I was fully confident because I just knew the work I was putting in, the work that Max was saying, like you need to work on this, and then literally week or two later, I've got it boxed. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like everyone sees it. Even my dad sees it. Do you know what I mean? He said, "I've seen a big difference in you," and he sees me every day. So I feel it, and I'm enjoying my boxing again as well. So it's just everything's just perfect now.
Falling out of love with boxing, I'll go to Tion. How easy is it for a fighter to become like stagnant and you know, like you said, like you could fall out of love with boxing? How easy is that as a professional fighter?
Easy as because he's done it already, like multiple times. Like, yeah, just one thing that I will say as well, like coming away from Eastside, I thought I just really disliked the sport. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I really thought it was the sport that was kind of draining me and whatever, but like
just the learning,
it's
you stop learning.
Yeah, and just environment's the biggest thing. Like I will say, like coming here with Max and having
your one-to-one session,
and just not having like freedom. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you come in here, Max is setting down stuff for you to become a better boxer. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like that's the one thing that I've felt has just changed me, and just
he's made both of us enjoy it more.
Facts, and that's what it is. Yeah, like it's a good energy, man, everywhere.
But it's insane that you say that. He's made you enjoy it more, but yet he's a taskmaster. So he's putting you through your paces. He's grilling you. He's telling you this is going to be hard, and then you guys are saying, "I enjoy it more." When certain people like shy away from it and think, "Nah, not today. I can't."
That's what we're here for, though. Like that's the one thing that kind of just keeps me thinking. I just want to get better, and like now, like I want to fight the best fighters.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like not just to find out like what I'm about, but just like we saw a thing. a Dragon Ball Z thing.
Yeah.
And it's like once you fight the best fighters, you take on little
Part of
bits
their
of them.
power. Yeah, I
little
like
bits of
that.
them, and that's what I'm here. Like, want to fight the best fighters, man. Just
Hard work, spar the best kid, and you know it's
become the
just gonna elevate you,
best
you know what I
fighter
mean?
we can be. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Man.
Challenging sport, but we'll come back. We'll stick on you for a minute because even though I haven't had like the press release, I've seen it. You're going in against a tough Mexican on the breakout card, September the 30th, back at York Hall, but obviously your York Hall debut, I believe.
Yeah.
That is kind of like the heart of British boxing. You know, that leisure centre in Bethnal Green, kind of like the home of British boxing, where the magic all starts. But you talk to me about your opponent because he's damn tough. I've been watching some of his fights.
Yeah, he's dangerous, explosive. Obviously experienced. He's been in there with some really good names. But I know what I can do, and that's all I care about. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. I know what I can do. I know what's inside me and it's up here, and I'm chilling. Yeah, as long as I know I'm doing my thing, I'm listening. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Not giving away any sparring secrets, but what I will say, like I said, it's just seeing the difference in the sparring is that you're quite bullyish.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise that about you before. I'm not giving away anything, but you're quite bullyish in there. It was good to see that you're not afraid to get stuck in on the inside.
Yeah,
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I like don't get twisted. Love sticking to a boxing, like keeping it long, making someone miss, making them pay, whatever. But I think even as a young'un, like when I was coming up, like when we were fighting, sparring, whatever, like I always had like a little bit of an urge just to get inside and have a little bit of a straightener.
That's where you used to go wrong a little bit.
That was my downfall, yeah, kind of just
like
getting
in the amateurs. Like he used to just get stuck into a fight where he'd be winning a fight just boxing, and then he'd get caught and he'd just get stuck into a fight. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what it is. But now I'm aware and I can keep a lid on it. Yeah.
And you can fight
and I can use it whenever I need to use it.
Yeah. Back to Cori then. The styles, you know, the completely different styles. Brothers that have grown up boxing, grown up together, grown up around each other, but a complete contrast in styles.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the difference between you two, because I know you two have sparred rounds and rounds and rounds, but the difference in styles and how that complements each other, because when you do spar each other, it's like you're literally taking on a fresh opponent, but you know each other's weaknesses, strengths, etc.
Yeah. See, I feel that's what I'm saying. I'm more of a boxer. I always have been. But not always have been, like, because obviously if you've seen my first amateur fights, I was a fighter. But
that's a Birmingham thing.
Yeah, and then I just learned boxing along the way, and now then obviously that's what's in my head now. I much prefer the defensive side of it. Do you know what I mean? Like where before I used to love a scrap. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is now. Like I fell in love with the art of boxing and just the defensive stuff and not getting hit and hitting them, countering. So, and then he was the opposite. And then, but every time we sparred, we were just used to fight because it's a brother thing, innit? Like he used to try and think I was like, nah, I'm the bigger brother. I'm like, you're getting it. You know what I mean? That's what it used to be. Like everything used to go out the window. But we have got two different styles. But at the same time, like my style's rubbed off on his, and same, and vice versa. So that's what it is, man. We both like help each other in ways, and obviously when we do spar, it helps us both because we both obviously in our heads we're like, you ain't getting
each other as well,
exactly, like really well. So I know what sort of shots he's gonna throw, so I'm not there.
So it's like instead of being like one step ahead of someone, you have to try and be like two
steps ahead
because you know each other.
Exactly. I know what I'm setting up. I know what he's trying to set up. So it's even more of a chess match. Do you know what I mean?
But what I will say is that I liked about you is like that boxing style. But you were really sitting down, confidently on your feet to throw the power shots. That's what I was noticing with yourself as well. Really, just planting your feet, sitting down. All right, you were throwing nice shots.
Yeah. See, that's what it is.
I like to give away too much. I get so excited when I watch sparring. Yeah, honestly.
That's what I was like. I feel like as well. I feel like everyone's the same, but with me, I feel more confident. Do you know when I'm sparring? Not confident, but there's more pressure. Like, you know, when you're boxing, like, you're like, okay, I'm not going to get caught with this shot. But in there, like, you're not afraid to take like a jab just to get like a like 4-5 off. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was with it. Like I like practicing in there. I like doing stuff that I'm not used to doing. That's just like on the front foot, trying like to come forward and take like something else away from them. And that's what it was with Jimmy today. I know that he likes it on the front foot, so I tried to match him. Do you know what I mean? So I was matching him, pushing him back, and just trying something different. So yeah, it's like every time I'm sparring, I do like to try and switch it up a little bit. So it's just like a bit of a what's it called? A bit of a
like what variation?
Variation. So it's not like the same thing all the time. I know I'm good at like just like back foot boxing and countering, but I like to change it up. So that's part of my game still. I know I've still got that there. Do you know what I mean?
But it's good to listen to like both of you are still learning and adapting, and growing into a style. Because when you think about it, when you think about like the fights that you've had before, even where you are now, there's still room for evolution to get better and improve and like really tighten up on your style, but not to become predictable, so opponents can like see those continuous oh, he does that, he'll always do that, he'll always revert to that. You know, when you hear oh, he's going to revert to type, doesn't matter who his trainer is, he's going to go back to type,
back to his style, isn't it?
It's just about, you know, being able to refine a style but still being able to think on your feet.
And that's what it is as well. I feel like with like a lot of boxers, when they feel like they've learned it all, they stop learning. But even with me, I feel like I've got a good style. Like like there's not I'm good at a lot of things, but there's not like, but even with me, I know I come in here every day, I want to learn something new. When Max like says like, "Cool, you like do it this way," I feel like, oh yeah, like it switches something in my head. I'm like, that's the way it should be done. Do you know what I mean? But obviously with me, I feel like like I'm doing it nice anyway, but when he breaks it down, it changes my style a bit more. Then it's like it's more perfect for me. And I feel like that's what I've been trying to get. Do you know what I mean? So everything clicks like at the right time.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in here every day working on the same things. It's like it's gonna click.
But how dangerous is that? Then back to Tion, how dangerous is that when you think that you know it all, when you think that you're a completed fighter, when you know you're quite early in your career? We've seen it. We've seen fighters fall short. You know, Matty Harris. You know, somebody that I've followed since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, he went into the fight. He's known to get people out of there, but then look what happened.
Yeah.
He fell short. You know, his fitness showed out, or his lack of fitness showed out, and then he come up short. So how important is it, like, for you guys to just stay on top of your game? There's no room for slipping.
No, because it doesn't matter who you are, eventually some flaws that you haven't worked on will get exposed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
Someone's going to be fitter than you, or someone's going to be...
That's what it was, like someone that had been able to take you out of your comfort zone, being able to ride shots, being able to mess you around a little bit. And if you haven't got everything boxed off that you should have boxed off in your training camp, it will get exposed. Facts.
But that's one thing that you've just said there. Imagine you'll know that you punch hard, and you go in there with like somebody seasoned, experienced, had plenty of fights for all sorts of different opponents, and they're riding your shots. How disheartening is that for you to think, hold on, my man's not moving?
Swear down. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, like, when I'm in there, and like with the way I fight, and I know the way Cori fights mentally, like, it's about collecting the data from the jump. Like, so throwing certain shots, seeing how they ride certain shots, and being ahead of that. Then that's why, like, the IQ comes into play. So if it's like, cool, if I throw a 1-2 and he rides my backhand, cool, I'm throwing the 1-2, I'm feinting the backhand, and you're walking straight into a left hook. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what like being able to look at boxing for like down to like the minute details. Like, that's where the boxing IQ comes into play. And if having it in the bank as well is in it, is you know what I'm saying? You can't cheat it, man. So having it all down is important.
Yeah, spot on. You cannot cheat it. So you get in fights, because one thing that I think is important for fighters to do as well is not to be fussy. They've got to keep active. You're going in against a durable opponent, a beatable opponent, but you could sit back and say, oh no, I want to have this fight. No. Tion's like, no, I need to be active. How important is it keeping active?
I felt like, obviously, during I've been pro, I can't even tell you how long I've been pro. Like, it's been ages.
14, 15,
it's been like eight years. I've only had 11 fights. Like, that for me is like crazy. And now, like, I've been active, and obviously it's straight. Like, I having opportunities arise, like it's not very like often. Like so, whenever something will get brought up to me, like especially now, because I'm on it. Like even when the phone call was thing, I'd been sparring, I'd been training. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm here for. Like I'm here to fight everyone and anyone, and I will, fam.
And that, but it's important to have that attitude though, because being a professional for all those years and only having 11 fights, that's crazy to hear.
Kind of mad. Yeah.
So you would absolutely be off your head if you were turning down fights. Not that any of you would anyway, but it does happen. We do hear that, you know, sometimes fighters will sidestep fights because they want to protect their you know, that magical nothingness that everyone is so
obsessed about.
I mean, fair enough, I'm not a boxer, so if I was a professional, would I want a loss on my record? No, I wouldn't, but it's still important to become the best you can be. And you only do that through practice.
Facts. And if you're out here picking and choosing who you want to fight and then
the real fights,
you're gonna get facts. And man, you just gotta be on it all the time.
About fighting the best person, and that makes you a better person. You know what I mean? That's what it's right, man. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Like you've got to fight these, like even sparring the top names. Do you know what I mean? Like even when I sparred my last fight, like Zalfa Barrett and Maxie Hughes, I was sparring these kids, and then I went in, I thought, like, this kid ain't gonna be better than these, and that's why I was confident. I confident. I went in there, and it showed. Do you know what I mean? It was just, that's what it is, man. It's like getting the training, putting it in, then it all works out for you.
What is it like for like you two being brothers, and obviously you getting more opportunities because you're signed, you're on the platform, and then obviously seeing Tion, and you know how good Tion is and how keen he is. How does that work? How do you feel when it's like, I wanna just take my brother with me? I want us to both be there.
That's what it is.
How do you deal with that? I find that hard.
For me, it's hard because I know how good he is, and it's just like, once he gets that opportunity, which has come up to him now, is like people are gonna see like, yo, he's like his brother. He's a good kid. Do you know what I mean?
Can't wait.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like we're both similar. We're both brothers, but we both got our own styles, and people don't know how good he is until they actually see him. Do you know what I mean? And then, but seeing with top kids, like, you ain't just sparring you average. Do you know what I mean? Like, against these top kids is...
I'll bring that the best.
Yeah, but I don't know what to say, like, I'm sparring these top kids and people know how good I am already, but, he would do exactly the same to them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, people, like, overlook him because I'm there now, but he should be there as well. And once he's there, people are going to say, oh, yeah, like, he was that good. They have been telling us. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's been telling him for ages how good he is, but once they see him, it's there then, isn't it? It's timing, of course.
Everything's timing, so
that magical word.
So, everything will.
So I'm saying, because you ain't
play out for me when it's meant for me. So I'm chilling.
And it starts on September the 30th.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Your call, big lights. Look at you. I can see you get it.
Like I'm so happy, bro. It's crazy.
He's gonna go back and do another 10 rounds now. 500 press ups. He's on it. So, what about you then? When are you out?
I'm looking at October now. Hopefully on the bouts card.
Nice.
Hopefully on that one. So hopefully Max can get on that now, get a proper date for me, and then hopefully we find out it's for a proper title as well. So from there we'll fucking be laughing.
Yeah, I know you.
Know what I mean? Onwards and upwards. That's all I want now. I've had 18. I've had 18 fights, I think. 18 or 19 fights. 19. I've had 19 fights now. I ain't had a title. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, like, that's what I said to him. I said, like, all I want now is titles, and like whatever comes up, even if it's for against the average kid, I said, just put a title in there. I just want a title and then just elevate, man. I don't want to just keep boxing 8 rounders now because I've been doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'm ready for these step ups. I'm ready for these big titles, and I'll beat all like the top 10. I'll beat them all, I believe. Do you know what I mean? So once it's my time, all mine.
We love it. It's good. It's good that the fact that hopefully you get through on that card, but the both of you are on cards where there's going to be some eyes on it. You've got obviously Caroline Dubois. She's going for a world title. You've got Vidal Riley. You've got Callum Simpson. It's a good card to be on. Then followed by obviously, Bouts Aziz. That'll be beautiful domestic bout. So that's another great card. So it gets eyes
on both of us
and exposure on you two.
What we've been wanting. Do you know what I mean? So people actually see how good I am, like properly when I'm box for a title and a top name. Do you know what I mean? Like not just your average kid, but one to box a top name who's got these titles. People say, okay, like he has been good. Like we should have given this opportunity ages ago. Same thing for him.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Spread some good energy among people.
That's what it is, man.
Crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
people always hating on each other doing this,
and that's. I will just say as well, like, I know I see a lot of things like, where like very like low key shows, and it's like very against like crime and things, but then promote their shows with like beef and drama. Like I find that kind of funky. But yeah, like, especially with me now, like I just want to spread some. No, you ain't gotta be like very like aggressive to be a fighter. Like, fam, like, you can switch it on, like cool. Like, but when you're chilling, like just spread some good energy and love towards everyone, man. Yeah, and I feel like that'd be just a complete fresh, a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh.
Yeah, man. Just
can take that.
Yeah, breath of fresh air among everyone. And I feel like that's like I feel like there's like a not necessarily like a. There's a place for that in boxing as well.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if everyone was just spreading love, like Jimmy came in today, good energy, like chilling, like it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But we're still getting there, and we're still gonna put hands on each other. Do you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, it's all love again. Like yeah, man. Like I feel like that's the wave. Like that's the wave.
Yeah.
No, I like that, but that is your aura. That is your kind of like energy. We kind of like get Cori's a little bit more like reserved. I'd say.
Yeah.
But I'd say like you Tion, you're out there, but you're definitely, you're on a peaceful vibe. But I will say your sparring wasn't very peaceful though.
I know. That's the thing. I can switch it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can switch it, man. Yeah.
An angel outside the ring and a demon in the ring.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Well, to be fair, the reel that I put up, I use my favourite artist at the moment, Doja Cat Demons.
Okay.
What's your favourite artist?
You sorry, but allow it, man.
Is that a joke?
Nah, he's mocking it. He's saying it's my favourite artist.
There's nothing wrong with Doja.
We got.
It'd be funny if it was his favourite artist. Though.
It would be,
but it's not funny because it's not true.
But it's not true.
That would be hilarious.
But it's not.
If you asked anyone else, that would be.
This is how can you not love these brothers? How can you not love the two of these? Listen, well, we've been going for 20 minutes. That's longer than I thought. So 20.
Yeah.
You know what it's like.
Yeah, family's
It's a
slow
conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, flowing.
We'll get behind
Me.
Tion Gibbs, Cori Gibbs. They're all on social media. They're on Twitter. They're on IG. I don't know if you're on TikTok. I'm trying to push you fighters out to just start putting up some 8-second. I'll send you some stuff that I've got, and just start putting out 8 seconds with some music on your social media.
TikTok,
just get on there.
People on that are not on like other stuff, and it pushes you as well.
Yeah. So I know you're not on TikTok.
There's something extra in it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's another thing to,
well.
Yeah,
so that's what it is. Yeah.
But get behind these guys. Birmingham, as you know, Acott's Green Boxing Gym, the Gibbs family. There's about 900 brothers following them. This is just the beginning.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? The whole of Birmingham is going to be surnamed Gibbs by 2040. So yeah, it's a pleasure.
40,
Yeah, you can hear Daddy O in the background putting his 50p. Listen, thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Until the next time.
Peace and love, man. Take care.